Hi guys, welcome back to another video, and today I wanted to share with you the tutorial of this cute watermelon nail art. It is super easy to do and you only need a few colors of nail polish, a base coat and a top coat. So if you are curious to see how I made this, please keep on watching. So first up, you want to make sure that you start with clean nails. So just go over it with a little bit of acetone or nail polish remover before you apply your base coat. And I'm just using a different base coat than the one I usually use, but that's just to swatch it up a little bit, and because I haven't gotten a backup from my Essence SOS Protect and Resist base coat, which is my favorite base coat. But after that, you want to pick up kind of like a grassy green kind of color and apply it perfectly around the cuticle area, because that is the part we are going to see of this green color, and you want to do this for the thumb and the ring finger. And you just want to wait a few seconds before you go in with the second little layer, and you could just do like me and apply it thinly around the tip area, but you could also just leave it bare because we're going to cover that up with two other polishes anyway. So just work as neatly and precisely as possible around the cuticle area, because we don't want to clean up a lot afterwards, because we just want to enjoy our beautiful manicure instead of cleaning up. Then on the other three nails, you just want to apply one opaque coat of a white. I really have to get a new white opaque nail polish because this one is getting a little bit old and I'm almost running out of it, and it's getting a little bit clumpy as well. So that's why my application isn't as smooth as it normally is. It's just a nail polish. It is really getting thick. So you just want to make sure you cap off the edges as well. And just do that to the pinky, the middle finger and the pointer finger. And get rid of any of that excess flooding around the cuticle if you have any. Then with that same white, you want to go in on that ring finger and that thumb, just a little below that green, so you can still see the green, and you can just use the brush from the nail polish to make it nice and round and just really tight and slick. You know what I mean. Just watch what I'm doing and then you'll understand. But just make sure that you do this as precisely as possible. You could also use like a little piece of tape or anything like that if you're not that good in freehand painting. Or you could also, instead of using a nail polish like I do, use some acrylic paint, because you can easily, or at least more easily, get rid of that without messing up that base layer. And here you can see I was really struggling with that white. It has really become a thick one. I have to get a new one. Then with some pink, and these nail polishes are too cute, I'm just going to dry brush a little bit on the white nails, just as a background color or like technique, whatever. And I'm going to do the same with this really light green kind of shade. So just make sure you have little product on your brush and just dab it on. And there are no rules to this, just do whatever looks pretty to you. I just randomly blobbed on a little bit of that polish. Then with a Q-tip and some nail polish remover, I wanted to get rid of some of that excess polish which has gotten on my skin, just to make sure it is all clean and we don't have to do this afterwards. Then I'm going in with like a soft reddish kind of shade, and I really love this color. And we are going just a little beneath that white. Make sure that the white is completely dry already. That's why I went on to the other fingers in the meantime while the white was drying. But you just want to leave a little bit of that white bare and just go into with that red for the center of the watermelon. And just work as precise as you want to. Again, you could use a little bit of tape if that's more easy for you to work, but this straight from the bottle actually worked perfect for me. And I just went over with a second, like a really thin layer, to make sure that the red color was completely opaque. And of course, you want to do the same thing for the thumb, because the thumb and the ring finger are the same accent nails. Then I'm just blobbing on some of that red polish to that ceramic tile I always use as a backdrop. Don't do this on your table or anything like that. I don't think your parents or your husband or wife or anything will be really happy and thrilled about that. Just use something like a little bit of aluminum foil or a plastic bag or anything if you don't have a palette or a tile like me, where I usually film on. And with that red and just a really tiny nail art brush, I am painting on little triangular shapes. And I'm just randomly putting those on the white nails where we already applied that light pink and light green as a backdrop. And that was just to make sure that the white nails weren't that stark and it looks a little bit more playful. Then just go on with the 3 nails and apply as many or as little triangles if you want to. These just represent tiny like watermelon slices, but you'll just see what it looks like when we have also applied the green and the black little dots. This is actually a really easy design to make, so it is really beginner proof. If you don't have any nail art tools, you could also just use a toothpick or a bobby pin or something like that to draw on the little watermelon slices. And in between, I tend to use my brush with a little leftover nail polish remover, and I just wipe it off on a cotton pad. And then for the pinky, just go on with your triangles. I just think this design is so cute. I really had a lot of fun creating this, and I also got a ton of compliments when I made this. So it's just a really cute and fun design, and I think you could also easily do this for like kids' nails or anything like that. If you have like a birthday party for like a little girl or something, and you want to do something summery but really festive as well, but which is still really easy to do, just go for a watermelon design. It's also really cute to make on like tiny nails. So yeah, just go in with that same green we used before, and you want to apply that to one of the sides of each of those triangle shapes, just to make sure that it actually will look like watermelon slices. I am not adding the white to the tiny slices because I feel like because the background is already white, it would be a little weird looking, if you know what I mean. So I just applied a little bit of green to one side of the red triangles. And again, you want to do this for all of the nails. It doesn't have to be like super precise. Just make sure that the green is really opaque and the red is really opaque as well, because you don't want that background peeking through. And as I said, it is just really cute and really easy to do. If you need any help and you're not that skilled yet, you can just put your brush onto your nail and just move your finger around. If you have difficulties with like making stripes and stuff like that, that's just a really easy tip I wanted to share with you. Then with some black, you want to add some dots with a dotting tool to the red parts of the watermelon slices. Again, if you don't have a dotting tool or any other nail tool whatsoever, you can easily use a toothpick, or maybe you could use, let me think, if you have like a small pen or anything, like the back side of a pen you can use as a dotting tool. And I am cleaning off the dotting tool in between nails and just applying a little bit extra fresh polish to my tile, because it was fairly warm in my room while I was recording this, so I needed to apply a little bit more black onto my plate, if you know what I mean. And then with the bigger side of that dotting tool, I am applying 3 big black seeds to the thumb and the ring finger just to finish this design completely off. I think this looks so cute. It is just adorable, and I've gotten so many compliments while wearing this, and I've had this design on for a little over a week and it stayed on like really nicely as well. The only thing is you are applying a lot of layers, so make sure that you are applying a good base coat as well to prevent your nails from staining. And to finish this design off, just go in with a decent layer of top coat. It doesn't have to be a super thick one, especially for the thumb and the ring finger, because you have already applied a ton of layers as it is. But do make sure to cap off the edges so your manicure stays put and beautiful and chipless for a very long time. But I really want to thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed. Let me know in the comments down below what you think of it. And yeah, I really hope you liked it as much as I did. I think this is super adorable. And yeah, guys, I will see you next time.